Hey guys, in today's episode we start off in a blue tractor and we finish off in a blue tractor. So stick around to see how and why that happens. Hello everybody and welcome to another brand new series on Farming Simulator. We're on the Ballymoon Castle Map in Ireland today, and to be quite honest guys, this is going to be replacing the Blicklin Farm series. So from now on there will be no more Blicklin Farm, because obviously, you know, there's a few issues with that farm and I can't see them updating it. I've checked and can't see anything, whereas this is actually on the Farming Simulator 17 mod hub within the game. It's part of the mod contest, the one of many maps that was submitted for the contest, and I tell you something, it's one of the better ones I think. As far as I'm aware, the person that made this map, the map author, has got some role with Euro Truck Simulator. Now I may be incorrect, but I think that may be true. But I'll have to check up on that, and I will let you know in the next episode. So here I've got the Ford TW25. I have gone ahead and bought a few things for the for this Let's Play. This is the 187 horsepower version. I thought, well, you know, it's not a huge map. The roads are narrowish. We're not going to get away with having, you know, the big machines that we normally use on our maps. So I thought, well, we might as well venture down into the smaller things. You know, I mean, I've replaced the seeder that we had. It was only 3 meters. I've replaced it with a 6 meter. Because the only field that we begin with, unfortunately, is field 18. You can't actually, I'll do it from this way. Field 18, which is this field here. Now, as far as I know, that's the only one that we own. Yeah, it is. So, as you can see, it's been cultivated. There's nothing growing in it, unfortunately. So, our first step would be to think about putting a crop in the ground. So my question for this episode, guys, is what crop would you like me to go for? I'm only going to go for the standard crops. So you've got wheat, barley. Sorry, my throat seems to be playing up today. I'll repeat that. So you've got wheat, barley, canola, or OSR, or rape, as it's also known as. And then we've got, what other ones have we got? Wheat, canola, soybeans, that's another one we can do. I think that's it on this one, because the other seeder, I'll show you the seeder that we've got. So then that gives you an idea of what we can go planting. That's what we've got. So we've got those crops there, so we can obviously do the grass, the oilseed radish. Is it oilseed radish? Soybeans, canola, barley and wheat. Those are the ones we're going to be looking at. Yep, oilseed radish. So, I'm hoping you guys go for the soybeans, because let's have a look at the prices. Soybeans always tend to be a decent price, although your canolas seems to do quite well on this map. But it would be nice to get some beans in, because we don't have any beans in the storage whatsoever. So I think that's I'm hoping that's what you guys go for, but you know, you guys can choose. This is obviously going to replace the Blicklin, like I've said before. Now we do start with a few things here at the farm. You've got the Farm Tech, I think that's that one there is a 15,000 litre, so it's not a huge trailer. Over here we've got the Case 1455, the XL with the front loader and bucket, and then you've got the Metal Tech, I do apologise, the Brantner HB, and I think that's only an 8,500 litre, so it's not much bigger. And then we've got a windrower, a Kuhn windrower. Then we've got the Massey Ferguson 5613 there. with the Euroboss 330T Pottinger Forager wagon. We've got a Joshkin water bowser there. We've got a Garant Cottle slurry tanker, and then we've got a Joshkin BT Max, or a Beta Max animal trailer there. We've got some silage bunkers here. This is just the main yard, guys, so I'll just give you a quick run round it while we're here. So here you can obviously, this is where you'd pull up in your liquid manure tanker, and if you've got cows and things, that's where you'd be able to get it. So if you do that, then that'll slide open, or it'll slide there. I managed to catch it. So in here you've got your cows and things, so we'll close that again. It's just a click to open and close the doors, nice and easy. If I ever need the toilet, we've got an outside loo there, a long drop as I've known it to be called. Is that what you guys know it to be? A long drop? And obviously this is just into another section of the yard. This is where the cows, I'm assuming this is where the cows will be able to roam and things like that. Yeah, it looks like it. So that's like your milking robot. Yeah, I'm getting good at these. This is obviously where we would put the feed down. You've got a storage there, another storage, a shelter there. Now here you've got your storage for grass silage and those kind of things, you know, your root crops and that. Down here you've got your loading, where you pull up and load that crop. Again, it's got the same kind of principle as, you know, you click that and it turns everything on and makes it work. This is your buy-in point for your seed and fertilizer. Then over here you've got your chaff and your grass from fermentation, and then you've got your other ones here, you know, your wheat, barley, rape, sunflower, maize and soybeans can be all dropped in there. Over here you've got a like sort of straw kind of forage, I don't know, it's a forage mix station. We'll have to have a look at that when we get the animals. In there's just like a open workshop, there's nothing in it. And then you've got your offload point for your straw there to put in for your cows. This here, as far as I'm aware, if we open this up, I'm guessing by this here, let's just have a look. I don't want that one, we want that one. Is there a trigger point? Yeah, I think that big door, I think you just reverse into this door here and it'll kind of accept it. So we'll get rid of that. Sometimes it leaves weird things in the skies and stuff. If you've ever used the developer controls for Farming Simulator, then you guys will know what I'm talking about. Right, so we'll close that. Now what we'll do, guys, is that field that we've got is just over there. That's our field there. Now we're going to obviously try and use CoursePlay for these fields and things, but if we've got obstacles in the way, then that's going to pose a little bit of a problem. But we'll see how we get on anyway. We'll take it slow. I mean, I can always just use the GPS mod as well. That can be just as interesting and fun. So we'll just head back down to the shop a minute, because I've got a couple of things down there which I'd like to show you guys. See, there you go, there's something there, so we'll push that so that cancels that. It just shows like light reflections and stuff from within, you know, like the Giants editor and that kind of thing. It's not don't worry, it's not the game that's broken. This tractor's so cool. It's got nice interactive controls on it as well. You can change to revs or miles per hour. So that's pretty cool. So we'll just take a trip down here. Now I don't think I've got my beacons on. Yeah, it is a bit of a slow drive, but that's because it's a older tractor and I like it. It's different. You can actually keep control of it pretty well instead of, like, you know, struggling to keep control and keep going in a straight line and things like that. It can get quite annoying. This is fun. I'm enjoying this. It's different. So yeah, the problem, like I was saying with Blickling Farm, is I noticed the one update from version 1 to 1.1 or 1.2, I can't remember what it was, but you know, the thing that put me off with Blickling Farm in FS17 is the quality of the roads. You know, the little lanes and stuff was terrible. I mean, this is a lot bit easier to drive on. Ooh, a bit of glitch there. I don't know where this is coming from. I don't know if that's going to come through on the recording, guys. I hope not, but we'll see. We seem to be okay for now. I'll go back into there. And, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying now. Oh, yes, the roads and things like that. It was just, you know, it just didn't feel natural. It kind of... It's hard to explain it, guys. It just didn't... It didn't work. Is this... I've just come out of there. I've just gone all the way around. Wow, there's a bad lag here. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's this tractor. I don't know if it's a mod that I've got installed. I have really no idea. Let me just bring up the map. This is the first, like, nearly the first time I'm playing this map. So if we want to go that way, right, okay. So we'll come in here. And we'll take this one. Because we want to head down to the shop. That's better. I can. There's a shop there on the right and the left hand side. So yeah, we'll just drive down to the shop here, and I'll show you a couple of the other things that we've bought. I do like how absolutely nearly every gate or fence or door you come to, you can actually open it. Now there are a couple of tractors here which I've chosen, but again they're not huge in any way. Nothing to what we're normally used to. So over here we've got another mod. I'm not too sure if it was in the mod contest or not, but it's still a fantastic looking mod. There's a heck of a lot of detail. You can see all the oil pipes and, you know, things like that. The exhaust manifold, grills. You know, this is the 3650 John Deere, and it has got the mud guards on it, but you know them. But I took them off because I think it looks better like that. Then over here we've got the Fendt Favorite. I think that's how it's said, and it's the 824, which is the 240 turbo shift version, and this has got active suspension in it. So we'll get to that in a minute. So, you know, it kind of looks like the one that's the base one, but believe me, just, you know, take my word for it, it's not the base model. And then we've got JCB Fast Track 3230, which is the 230 horsepower there. The reason I've gone for, you know, the higher horsepower on these two is so that we can pull these two implements, and also if we decide to go a bit bigger, we've still got a little bit of leeway there until we have to start thinking about something bigger. Here I've got another mod that's come from the mod contest. It's the Bednar 30 box FB2000F. Now this has got another bit of kit that would sit at the front. It's got your seed box at the front, and then the pipe and everything goes along the side of the tractor, and it looks all fancy and everything, and you obviously spread your fertilizer. And then mower wise, we've got the best butterfly mowers you can get, the Lelies. I've got those, and I couldn't fit them in at the moment because we've got all of these here, but I'm gonna get a couple of the you know, the silage trailers. Not that one. Let's go back here. I'll show you guys quickly. Scroll through. Yeah, you go. I'm gonna get myself, or I'm gonna get us a silage one there, the Super Cube trailer, and then just the Super Cube trailer, but you know, just to transport like the normal stuff. Whereas this is just gonna be mainly used for whole crop harvesting and things like that. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do with the fertilizer machine is I'm gonna get that onto the fast track. And then we're going to head up to the field that we own so that I can get some fertilizer down before we, you know, because I'd like to see what this thing's like, you know, what it looks like and all that kind of stuff. So we're ready. I'm hoping it just appears. Okay, maybe not. Do we have to do anything? Doesn't look like we have to do anything. I don't get it. Okay, it's not. Why is the... Right, so we don't have... I don't understand. We're supposed to have a bit at the front. Do I need to buy that? Is it here possibly? Because that's what we've got there. And then it says that it needs the Bednar... Yeah, but Bednar what? Okay, let's do it like this. Let's go to brand Bednar. Ooh, is that it there? A cultivator prepares a field for the next sowing. Right, so we'll have to get that Profi fert box. We've got the fert box, that's what we've got. Right, so we've got that now. Where's that spawned? Oh my goodness, look at the size of this thing, ladies and gentlemen. Wow, that looks pretty cool. So that's the Bednar Terraland. I see, right, so I get it now. So I need to take this out and just spin it around a minute. I'll tell you what, we'll just drop it there, and then I'll drive forward a little bit. Pull around there, and then we'll squeeze through here. Yeah, that threw me off a little bit there. I was like, well, I know there's something else that's got to go on it because of the pictures. Okay, so that's on there. So now what we can do is I'll just swing around here and we'll pick the front of it up. And so now, every time we want to go cultivating, see, there's your pipe. I knew there was a pipe. Wow, that is quite the setup. Jeepers. Right, so that's going to fold out to the back. Oh wow. Yeah, that looks pretty evil. I'd like to be the proud owner of one of those one day. Wow. Imagine that driving down the road towards you with all those spikes on the back of it and everything. I mean, you'd struggle just to see out of that, never mind drive down the road. Oh well, we'll give it a shot and see what it's like. Right, so that's that going. So I'll just pull this one up around here a minute. We're going to get a bit of a convoy going, or at least we're going to try, because there's no point in doing more than one run if we don't need to. So I'll just speed that up a little bit. So what we're going to get now, we want the seeder, so we'll put the seeder on here. Right, now I want you guys to pay attention to, I'm not going to touch the mouse, so now it's just going to do its own thing, but watch, did you see, watch the end, the exhaust stack when I make a turn and stuff. See how it's moving independently to the cab? That, ladies and gentlemen, is, like I said, there is independent suspension on the cab. See there, see how it's moving? Now that is cool. I've not seen that in a mod. I have seen it in a mod before, but not in FS17. I think it was in one of the John Deere's, I think, on S15. Right, so that's the cedar on there. So we'll just pull around there with that. And we will make him follow. We don't want to do that, we want to do that. Make him follow that lad. And then we'll come back round here. Now he is going to have to take... oh, come on. He can take the cultivator. Although I don't really need this one anymore because we've got that other one. But anyway, we'll just take it anyway. It's always better in case we decide to do some more seeding or cultivate it. Why did I just disconnect it? I pushed the wrong button, everybody. Yeah, it's been a long day. I've been up since about 5 o'clock this morning. Well, not this morning as in the morning of release of this video, but we're talking Monday morning. I had to be at work early in the morning, so that's why I may sound a bit croaky, so I do apologise for that. I hope you guys can hear me okay over the sound of the tractors, because they do sound quite loud, but I thought I'd crank them up a little bit just to give you guys a sample of what the new ones all sound like. So we'll do this. Do you know what I'm going to do for this, guys? I know it's not right, but because they can't do it properly even on a good day, we'll do it like that. Now you see, I've got to now think about the trailers on the back of some of those. So we'll just come out here slowly and see if they follow us. Okay, those two are out, so that's the main thing. So okay, and the Ford's coming, so we're all good there. So just bring that up again. So we want to go. Okay, I'm just going to cut it. So we'll just fly through here because there's no traffic on. We phoned the council and they've agreed to close the roads so that we can get this stuff up to the farm as quickly as possible, because there is quite a lot of stuff that we're moving. Right, so we're going to turn right here, so we'll just slow down a bit now so that we know that they can all get around. That tree could pose a bit of a problem. Where's the rest of them? Wait, jeez. Slow down, will ya? Oh yeah, forgot about the Ford. So we'll just have to wait here a minute until the Ford arrives. He's coming slowly. Slowly. There you can see him coming. See, now that's how you're supposed to take the corner. Not like full speed. Break my tractors. Not acceptable. Not on. I'll be having words with that man when we get back. So we'll stick to the speed limits coming through here. It's all about doing things properly. So again, we turn, and then what we'll do is we'll just take this round to the fertilizer sell point place. That's just over there. And then I think what we'll do, guys, is we'll call it a day there. And then in the next episode, we'll probably there we go. So can I put... no, I obviously can't put anything in the back of that. Wow, that kind of put us down quite a lot, didn't it? Right, so we'll reverse back there. Now, I'm thinking, is that the entrance to our field just here? It is as well. Look at that. I just want to try something, ladies and gentlemen, just before I finish. And I think you can kind of guess what I'm going to do right now. I hope. Do you know how relieved I am that that's there? I know it kind of doesn't seem right and everything, but you will see what I mean tomorrow, or in the next, well, not tomorrow, but in the next episode, guys. So we'll just go and put this in that shed there. I like this field. It's a nice little field. So we'll just put this in here, if it'll fit. And we shall call it an episode. Yeah, I've turned that off, so I've got to physically turn the engine on and off every time we get into it. So that's the setup we will be using tomorrow. Keep saying tomorrow. Who knows? I might do an episode tomorrow. We'll see. Or I might do Crossroads. Because I'm thinking, I'm still trying to work out my schedule and everything, guys. So just bear with me. You will get an episode of something. It'll probably be a let's play of a commentary, like we're doing now. But please, guys, bear with me. Like I said, I'm trying my best to work out a schedule that kind of suits the time that I have available and things like that for work, and obviously on a weekend when I have my daughter Alana. I tend to have her every weekend, as she doesn't live with me. So that's just how that is. And we can't get in that door. So when I have worked out my exact, what my exact schedule will be, then I will obviously put it on Facebook. I will put a notification of it on Facebook. I'll post a thing on Facebook. I will also change my header on YouTube to include the schedule on there as well. And I'm thinking what it will be is my time-lapse series will, obviously be recorded over the weekend when I have more time on an evening, because I get home late some nights and I just can't be bothered recording time-lapse, because as you guys probably know, to do a 20-minute time-lapse, you're probably looking at about 4 to 5, maybe 6 hours worth of recording, just ordinary 6 hours worth of gameplay, just to give you guys 20 minutes of time lapse at a decent speed. Because sometimes you're like my software that I render with will only render it at 4 times the speed. So if I take a 6-hour file or a 6-hour recording and I kind of bring that down, time lapse it as much as I can, it's gonna still be a good hour and 10 minutes. So I'd have to render that file and then re-import, then bring it into my editing software, and then time lapse that time lapsed footage again, just to get it right. And that's just to bring it down to around the 20-minute mark. Obviously you don't have to have them at 20 minutes for an episode. You could probably get away with doing like 10-minute episodes, just doing like time lapse of one field being seeded and a time lapse of one kind of thing at a time. You could probably get away with doing it like that, but I'm not going to do it like that, guys. I want to give you guys at least like I say, 10 to 15 to 20 minutes worth of time lapse, because that's what I'm up against with the competition that we've got at the moment. There's other fantastic YouTube channels out there that do time lapses, and I want to get this channel to be one of those recognized channels out there for time lapses. But who knows, maybe I'll get known for my take on Farming Simulator and other games that I feature on my channel. And you guys, you know, come to enjoy how I play the game and what I do. Now, I've run around this block about 5 times, so I'm going to be, you know, flying over to London soon to take part in that London Marathon. So I'll stop running now, I'll let the keyboard go. In fact, I'm going to get us a nice view of the TW35, the Ford. And I'm going to say thank you very much for watching, everybody. If you have enjoyed this episode, please head down below and leave me a like. And if you want to leave me a comment, go ahead and do so as well. I will reply to every comment that is left if I feel there is a relative reply to be given. So until next time, everybody, take it easy. This is McSTALLION YT, and I will see you all very soon. Bye bye for now.